Hello, good evening and welcome to All About Sport. I'm Louise O'Reilly. Cavan were very successful against their arch rivals Meath last Saturday in Meath in Navan, and we're going to go to two interviews courtesy of the County GAA board. Okay, I think we're just having a little technical difficulty with them interviews, but we'll come back to them in a moment. But also joining me on the show tonight is Orla Smith, who has recently been voted and nominated and won Young Person of the Year for the Anglo Celt 2012. Okay, so when we come back, we'll speak with Orla.
We knew today, a lot of people say that we can't put back-to-back victories together, so we said we needed to prove everyone wrong and push in a good performance. We had a great first half and maybe needed their purple patch at the start of the second half, but other than that we performed well and done what we needed to do and get the 2 points.
Were you worried at any stage in that second half, Meath being Meath and the tradition that they have in making comebacks?
Yeah, when they got the goal at the start of the second half, it was a bit like the goal in Crow Park, but probably did shake us a wee bit, but we went straight down the field, showed a bit of courage and went straight down the field and kicked the score just to shore it up again, and we kind of kicked on then. We defended well and just done the job we needed to do.
Morale must be very good in the camp, Cian, and that's two really good victories. Not only are they two good wins, but good wins against near neighbours as well, and that derby sort of actually adds a little extra spice, I suppose, to these occasions.
Yeah, like today was a massive occasion. Like, it was a massive crowd, and the boys knew that they needed to play another big game against Meath. Meath are one of the top teams in the country at the moment, and we knew like this is where you want to play, is big games in Park Talton and places like that. So we were delighted to be coming here and taking 2 points home with us.
After the first round defeat, unluckily against Antrim, people were saying, will Cavan now be in a relegation battle? You're back in a position now where hopefully you could be fighting for promotion. Is that the feeling in the camp?
Well, the first game we let ourselves down, and we knew that. We didn't perform to where we can perform and still had chances to win the game. We're not looking for promotion or relegation. We're looking every game to get 2 points, perform well and stick to the plan. So we've done that in the last two games, so we're just looking at Sligo and looking no further than that.
It's hard to believe that I'm talking to you as one of the elder statesmen now nearly of this team. There's so many youngsters have come in from minor and under 21. Are we going to see the fruits of their success now begin to show at senior level? Are we seeing that, the likes of Gerard McKiernan and so on, and Niall McDermott, who had a great game today as well?
It seems to gel a lot better now. We've a couple of elder statesmen, myself and McKeever and Tomas Core will be the older ones and the crew, but the younger fellas have a massive appetite and they know how to win games. They've won underage, and that's a massive boost to have lads to know how to finish out games. And the little bit of experience, we'd say, from myself, McKeever and Mossy, is good to bring them along and kick on, hopefully, and as you say, for a bit of silverware at senior level.
Yeah, and finally, Cian, the scores that you're getting in the last two games could prove very important. Are you conscious of that when you're out there as well, that this could come down to maybe scoring difference, even though you're so well ahead in both games, that an extra couple of points could make the difference?
No, not really. We just want to execute every chance we have and kick scores. We were wasteful in the first 10 minutes and that was just poor execution, but we don't think of anything. We only think of the game as we're playing it. We don't think any further afield. We're thinking of winning each game, and as I said, promotion is there, up for grabs, but we're not looking at that. We're looking for Sligo and to go to Sligo and take 2 points from there.
Well, hopefully so. Great performance by Cavan, but well done, Cian. A wonderful performance by yourself, one of the best probably in a Cavan jersey, so congratulations and well done.
Thanks very much.
Terry, congratulations, a wonderful result, but more importantly almost than the 2 points was the manner of the performance, an excellent performance.
Yeah, well, we've been talking about that all year, and it's all about the work rate and the work ethic, and that's what we have to get into our team. We know we have lots of talent in football, but sometimes down the years we've fallen back because we didn't work hard enough.
And apart from, I suppose, the great scores, and there were a few misses in the first half as well, when Cavan lost the ball, the lads fought hard to win back possession.
Yeah, but that's the modern game, you can't win the game unless you got the ball in hand, and that's what you have to do. If you lose it, you have to work twice as hard to get it back.
Cian Mackey had an outstanding game.
But Keane's a fine footballer, and he covers every inch of the park, and he's very intelligent with the ball as well. So when you put all those attributes together, it's going to make a good footballer.
And scoring 15 points, it's important getting those scores because this is going to be a tight division and it could come down to score difference.
Well, it is. I kind of call it as a 6-point division at the start of the year. I think that everybody's capable of taking the points of everybody, and that's probably the way it'll end up in the end. So scoring average, games won, they're not going to be tight. I don't think there's 6 or 8 points is most any team's going to get in this.
Yeah, beating Monaghan was a fantastic result, getting a high score, but then coming down here and beating Meath here, I mean, that just cements the opinion that Cavan are doing very well and everything is on course for you, Terry.
Well, it is so far. I suppose it's only the third round of Division 3, and we are working towards possibly championship match against Armagh, and we want to get out of Division 3, and that's probably our goal at this stage. We have a lot of hard games. Lads have worked hard, and let's hope we can keep doing what we're doing.
And the funny thing is that you haven't got a full squad or a full team out there. There's a lot of lads to come back in, and that's a nice headache for you to have now.
Well, it is, but you see, sometimes people get caught up on the people who are not there instead of the people who are there. Our concentration is, okay, if you're injured, or you can say we can always whinge, but we can always talk about the lads who are there, and they're the fellas who get a chance to step up, and when they are getting it, they are stepping up.
All right, congratulations, and best of luck against Sligo, Terry.
Thank you.
Terry, congratulations.
And we are back here in the studio, and I am joined by Orla Smith, who has been nominated for the Anglo Celt Young Person of the Year 2012. So Orla, thank you so much for joining us here in Cavan TV on All About Sport. First of all, well, you're from Drumley.
Yeah.
And you're from town, and you're highly involved, and you've done great work with Drumley GAA Club. But how did this whole nomination come about?
Well, one night at senior training, Damien Donoghue called me into the dressing room and literally told me that I got nominated for Young Person of the Year, or do with the Anglo Celt. And I didn't actually believe him at first until the week after it was in the Celt, and then I believed, and then all the voting started for the nominations.
So do you think it was some of the others, like Damien?
Like Damien Donoghue, Cathal Buggy and Benny Young. I have a funny feeling it was them 3 lads from the club.
If you are listening or watching, boys, then she's on to you.
Yeah, I have a funny feeling it was them 3 lads, because like the work that I do with them, like I train with Benny Cathal every Saturday morning with the under 8s in the complex.
So they've been kind of watching you and kind of thought, right, this girl really deserves this nomination. So again, you're only 18. We need to point that out. And you were saying, well, why do you think you were nominated? So you think it's because? Yeah,
but like all the work every Saturday morning, I'm up in the complex training the under 8s, and then I'm being juvenile secretary and that with Cathal for the past 6 months, and just all the work I do with the club, literally.
So you were saying, first of all, you train with the under 8s. Tell us a little, the juveniles, is it?
Yeah,
or the under 8s? Just So is it that mixed?
Yeah,
things?
Every Saturday morning we've an age group from 5 up to 12-year-olds in the complex every Saturday morning from 11:20 till about 1:45. And there's like a number of coaches up there like teaching the kids different skills and learning all about the GAA and making sure it's all fun for them.
Wow. And how long have you been involved training the under 8s?
Since I was 15, Damien Donoghue asked me to get involved when he started coaching the under 10s, and I've been there ever since.
Oh, wonderful. So it's been, you've been doing it a long time. Do you like working with the young children?
I love the young children. It's really, really good fun.
And I'm sure they love it, and it's great for them that they have, they're starting young as well.
Yeah,
so these are really, these are Drumley are making sure that the youth is is well trained at this stage. And also then you were saying you're a secretary then for the under 18s as well.
Yeah, I've been juvenile secretary for the last 3 years at the under 8s.
Oh, sorry, for the under 8s that covers under 8s, under 16, sorry.
And like just literally naming out the fixtures and making sure they're at the right games and the buses are organised and all for them. So
how do you find all the time to do this? Because you are you're in school, you're doing your leaving cert. So how do you find time for all of this?
After trying to fit study in and all that and fix it around a timetable, it actually does work out.
It works out well. So it's kind of a little bit of a release probably from the studies for you as well.
Yeah, it does.
And then you were saying then your role. What's your kind of role then as secretary? That you were saying you organise.
Yeah, organise the buses, and then when the county board sends out the fixtures, make sure to send them on to the right managers and make sure the pitch is available for training and games, and let's line down the referees and all that. Know where to go. Brilliant.
Right, so you've kind of it's a busy role.
It is a busy role, but I enjoy it.
So now you're senior secretary. So you start off as the juvenile secretary, and then you've now worked your way up the ranks. You're probably the youngest person, are you, to ever be the senior secretary in the club?
I'm the youngest person on the senior committee at the minute. So I am. So it's a good achievement. See, Dad are the senior chairman at the minute. So
Okay.
it works out well that like I'm there to help him along and he's there to help me as well. So it's a great help.
That's brilliant. So he can kind of guide you along and
Yeah.
probably gives you that confidence when
He does.
there's
Yeah.
a family member there. It does help. So when when were you made aware that you had that you were nominated for this award? How long ago?
It's about 2 weeks ago since Damien told me, but then, as I said, I didn't believe him until it came out in the Celt the week after.
So
That
really,
was a
you
big
had
shock.
kind of rally everyone together, and
Yeah.
Drumley had to rally everyone together to push to get the
Yeah.
votes for you.
Like, only for the club, I don't think I would have won the award, so massive thanks goes out to the
Yeah,
club.
you must
like.
have a huge backing from the club, like unbelievable. And I suppose I just know from Facebook, and I mean it's just been coming up the whole time. So I mean, again, congratulations.
Thank you.
So you were up against lots of different strong candidates.
Yeah.
I suppose one to mention is the Stripes.
Yeah.
And I know Paul Cox, he had his fingers and toes crossed, but we are very proud and we're delighted that you have been working with the community for the last 3 years, and you've really you're giving a lot back and a lot of your spare time. So we're delighted for you. And recently, Mark McHugh was up in Drumley in the club for registration day.
Yeah, Mark came up for our registration
Yeah.
day. It was getting all our underage registered and like that they're here for good. And then they're also in the registration, they got a free jersey to go out and promote the club, like a free Drumley jersey.
Very
And
good.
Mark was brilliant with the kids. He came up and got involved in drills and taught the underage how to stay in like football and keeps them out of trouble, and like training is important to them as well.
Yeah, and I believe that Mark McHugh, that's Mark McHugh, All Ireland winner, has voted for you as well. He nominated you as well.
Yeah, well, he was talking to my sister one day when she was at the shop, and he said that he noticed that I got nominated for Young Person of the Year, and he said that I was guaranteed his vote as well. So I was so
Aw.
happy when I heard that.
That is lovely. Yeah, that's great. To say that Mark McHugh has voted for you.
Yeah.
So we'll give Mark a shout out. Mark, if you're watching this, a big hello.
Hey, Mark.
And you can give a little shout out to your sisters. Lorraine and Mairead. Mairead's here with you tonight. She's watching and supporting you, and also your sister Lorraine. She works as well with children as well in Sinclair. So it's obviously in the genes that you're
It
good
is.
with children as well. You've
Yeah.
obviously got lots of patience.
Yeah, I do.
And you'd need it.
Yeah, I literally just love working with the little kids. The enjoyment out of it is brilliant.
Brilliant. And we have some photographs we might have a wee look at here. So here is so just talk us through that photograph.
That
Orla.
was actually the Dennis O'Keefe Memorial Cup. We run up in Drumley. Dennis is part of our club, and unfortunately Dennis died a couple of years ago, and we run a cup, and that was a Drumley underage that took part in it that day. And that was myself, John Riley, Bernard Young and Fergal Duffy that coached the team that day.
Brilliant. So did they win that day?
Yeah, they did. And that was the under 14s. That was a really successful day. We won the under 14 Ryan D Cup
Okay.
and the championship, and that was myself, Teresa McKernan, Kiwi Corn and Ronan Malloy that was over the team that day. It was
Very
a
good.
brilliant day for the club.
Who's this handsome character? I haven't spotted him before.
That's Mickey Brennan. Mickey presented me with an under 14 medal for coaching the team, and he actually done the presentations for the club that day because Mickey is a big inspiration to everybody in the club.
Yeah.
So Mickey came down that day and presented
Yeah.
them to us.
Well, we know Mickey very well here. He is, and we'll give a shout out to Mickey, and we'll have him back in with us very soon, as he's one of our new contributors to the show. But also, it's just been announced this week, that you won the Young Person of the Year. How did it feel when you got the call, or you realise, what does it mean to you?
The email the other day, Lorraine actually opened it up when I came home from school, and I actually didn't believe her. Like, I had to read the email twice before I actually, like, a massive shock. Like, competing against the Stripes, I thought I'd no
So
chance of winning
did you
it.
feel that the Stripes were possibly your
Yeah.
biggest kind of competition?
Yeah, I did. Like, I think I'd never compete against the Stripes, but then I got announced I won. I actually couldn't believe it. It was a big, massive
You
shock.
nearly drop.
Yeah.
And I'm sure your family are really proud. And also, you're only in secondary school. Where do you go to school?
Breffni College.
So just here in Cavan on the
Yeah.
outskirts of the town. And how is your teachers and all your fellow students? Are they all aware that this was
it's
happening?
been announced in school the last couple of days, and they've been really, really supportive. So just like to thank the school and like all my friends as well. Been really supportive of it.
You're such a great role model, and it's brilliant. Yeah, it must be great going into school, like everyone kind of saying your name and supporting you. So you were saying, you know, you're doing your leaving cert, and like, what would you hope to do when you kind of finish
school? I'm hoping to go on to Athlone IT and do sports therapy and rehabilitation, and then hopefully go on to be a physiotherapist later in the years.
You have this well planned out. So you're a sports fanatic. Your sister was saying earlier you love sport and you love being highly involved. So it's something that you want to stick with.
Yes, definitely. Sport is a huge impact on my life and something definitely I want to continue in.
So you like the whole area of being a physio for maybe one of the teams, football teams, and going to the games, and you think you'd like that?
Yeah, definitely love going to the games, and like even with participating in physio, like our physio Sinead Young at the moment, like I'm always up with her and ask her like, what does it entail? And like, it's really, really good. Like, I love it.
Brilliant. And have you been on work experience? It's great like that.
Yeah.
You're getting to know what it's all about instead of going in with tunnel vision, but you know what it's.
Like I've been on work experience with Paul McCarry. He was over our team last year, and he was brilliant. Like, it really helped me going down and seeing what it all was entailed, and it's brilliant.
Oh, that's great. I wish you best of luck with that. And I'm sure once this is all over that you might be able then to focus and get down to the studies, because you have to leave in certain hours coming up in June. It'll not be long now, really. It's flying in. Once Easter's over, it's...
Yeah.
Do you have your mocks yet? Or?
Yeah, we had our mocks there before the midterm break.
And then, so they're done and dusted. So, yeah, it is an exciting time for you, an exciting year. You're big into Gaelic football, obviously, and tell us then, you played with ladies football.
Yeah, I played with the Drumley ladies there a while ago when we had a team, but unfortunately we don't have a team now due to emigration and lack of girls in the club, but being asked to play with other clubs, but staying with Drumley as always. I wouldn't transfer to any other club.
We've got Nadine Lyons is going to be on our show later on. Not on our show, she's going to be on Paul's show, should I say, on the green room. But we could have got Nadine in here as well. Has she played ladies football as well?
Nadine played with me, and then Nadine's up with me on a Saturday morning as well, training the under 8. So she's a big help to me. So she is
very good. So music and sport for Nadine, and I mean, it's a pity, it's a shame really that Drumley, I was saying that to you earlier, that you don't have a ladies football team, and you have tried to round ladies up in
the last couple of years to round them up, but it's just not happening. But
so maybe when they build up at the underage level, it might
definitely, hopefully
it might overflow into junior level for you next. So the awards ceremony, tell us a little bit about when it's taking place.
Well, the awards ceremony is taking place on the 21st of March in the Hotel Kilmore, and we have to literally go out and get all dolled up and go out and accept the award.
That's the best bit. Have you been shopping for your dress yet, or do you know what you're going to wear?
Shopping online last night with my sisters and trying to get all organised, but I'm very fussy at the minute, so it's a bit of a
like that. This girl, you're a girl after like myself, a little bit fussy about what you want to wear. So have you thought of kind of colours or anything like that?
Going to keep within the club colours, go black and white maybe.
Yeah,
definitely.
Black's always very elegant and very serviceable, and can always get away with it again. And then your whole family, you know, you have a very, very supportive family, and you have a big family as well. Tell us a little bit about your family and how they feel about this.
2 older sisters and 3 brothers. My mum and dad, like, they're very, very supportive of me, and like very proud I've actually won the award. And it was brilliant. Like, they're all going to be there in the night, and extended family, and hopefully some of the Drumley lads will come along as well.
I'm sure they will. So you said it's on in the Hotel Kilmore?
It is, yeah.
And what date is that on?
It's the 21st of March.
The 21st of March. And I know if you check out the Anglo Celt, it does give more details.
It does, yeah.
If you would like to go on the night, check out the Anglo Celt. I think it's €50 for a ticket, and I'm sure it'll be a great night's crack, that's for sure. You've any ideas yet who'll be presenting you with your nomination?
No ideas.
That'll always be announced.
So it'll be a surprise on the night.
So how are you enjoying this new kind of taste of I suppose people recognising you, knowing your name, and people being familiar with you, and obviously getting to, you know, be on All About Sport? How's that feel?
Big difference, like, to what I normally like. Normally, as people describe me, I'm quiet and that, but it's a big, massive change. Like, I was so nervous coming in tonight, but like, it's like good to know that people like know like what you're out there and you're doing it for the community as well. So
exactly. And what about all your friends in school? Are they all watching you tonight?
They are.
Give them all, you can say into that camera and give them all a big hello.
Hi girls, hope you're watching. The girls got it announced today before school was ended that I was on your show. So
oh, great. I better give a shout out. This is a big hello to everyone in Breffni College, and I hope you're all working hard. But we'll talk a little bit more. We will go to a little short ad break, and then when we come back, we'll be talking a little bit more to Orla Smith, our Young Person of the Year.
I'm Gavin Duffy, and I'm saying watch cavintv.com. It's a great opportunity to see some great programs, and you can watch it all around the globe via the internet and on many platforms. I watch it myself. Great stuff.
And we are joined here in the studio with Orla Smith, who is our Young Person of the Year. So Orla, we'll talk a little bit about the training. You were saying you train the under-18s, the under-8s. Sorry about that, the under-8s. Tell us what kind of, that entails and what you have to do.
Yeah, up there for Saturday morning, the kids like waiting to get in the doors, like rushing to get in. I get the equipment out and like get drills set up and make sure you have it all planned out in your head, because you can't leave the kids waiting around, like, to get bored and then have a short attention span and they can lose it. And then we also have some of the parents standing around watching, so it's good to get the parents involved, like, and showing what their kids are learning, and then teaching the kids the important skills like of learning like kick passing and soloing, so they can develop them on in the coming weeks and playing games with them, and teaching them to go home and like practice for the following week, and then they can come up and show us the following week, oh look what I've learned, and they're all proud of themselves after.
So it's a lot of like, working like, hand-eye coordination. And do you find when they first come to you, some of them find it very hard to just catch the ball? And it's,
it is. Like some of the younger kids that we're teaching, like the 4 and 5 year olds, some of them have got very bad hand coordination, so you're taking them aside and teaching them the basics, and then teaching the older group the hand pass and the solo, and getting them involved.
Do you start straight away with the ball, or would they start with bean bags or something else?
Start like a bean bag, a warm up, and then we play this game where to try and beat the bag and get everything back in it, and then get into hand pass and soloing, and then have fun games at the end, and then a warm down for them.
Yeah. That seems to be a big thing. It's to make Gaelic football fun and enjoyable.
Yes,
so
it's a key thing for the underage.
Exactly. Yeah. So they kind of to really kind of make them enjoy it more. So they'll stick at it really. And I've noticed that with the training.
Yeah, they tell their friends in school like how much fun they're having, and hopefully their friends will come up next week and join them. So more people up as well.
Do you find you have to give the parents, a lot of advice, and I suppose to encourage them to bring the kids along as well?
Like
because
our registration day, like we had leaflets there with the parents, how fun it was, and then Cahill and Benny went around to the schools as well, and they done a leaflet, and they showed like of what all we do in Drumley and how put pictures on it as well, and it like really got the kids up, and the parents were really impressed with it as well, so it was brilliant.
And so when the team that you're training them at the moment, how many do you have?
We
how many
have between 50 and 60 kids up on a Saturday
50
morning.
and 60 kids. Oh my gosh, that is an unbelievable amount of kids.
So and then like we've registered between 82 new members with our registration.
Wow.
And Mark McHugh was down, like he was a really big help to us.
So he really had to draw in.
He did, it was brilliant. And then when we told the kids they were getting jerseys as well, it really like brought them along, and they couldn't wait to get their jerseys and show their friends. like and go out and promote the club as well.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
they don't
great.
know, the kids don't know themselves that they're promoting the club, but they actually are by wearing the jerseys.
Yeah.
So, it was
So these
brilliant.
registration days, it was a great success,
Yeah,
and
it was
it's
brilliant.
really helped the club to expand. So on a Saturday morning, you're up there, and who else?
Myself, Nadine Lyons, Ciara Malloy, Ciara Shorten, Bernard Young, Cathal Buggy and John Riley.
And this on a Saturday morning. At what
Saturday
time?
morning.
If any young,
20 past 11 till around 1:45.
20 past 11 to 1:45.
Yeah.
So I suppose if any parents watching, you're thinking, you know, I missed a registration day and I still want my child to join and get involved, so you can still maybe contact the club, or
Yeah, you can get in contact with the Facebook page, or if you come up on a Saturday morning, we'll be there meeting you at the door, and then just fill out the forms, and your kid's a member of Drumley.
yeah. See, it's great for parents to be able to leave their kids something and put their full trust in you, because that's a huge part, and obviously that, you know, that you're a responsible
Yeah,
person.
like it's brilliant that the parents trust us with their kids. Like it's really good
Yeah.
to have it.
It is definitely. Well, I mean, I would put my trust in you all, definitely. We had a photograph earlier on of yourself and Mickey Brennan, and we were talking about role models, and his name cropped up. A couple of names cropped up, but Mickey Brennan, a role model. I couldn't believe it myself. But no, Mickey, tell us, you know, why Mickey is one of your role models.
A huge impact in Drumley. Like as we said, he was in the county, and he's a big, massive inspiration to everyone in Drumley. Like everybody looked up to him. The whole underage looked up to him as well.
Really, yeah.
Like I've been chatting to Mickey like normally most days, and like he's been there for me. Like he's anything he's be able to answer. Like, and with football wise as well, he's just brilliant. Like in positions I used to play, like Mickey plays them now. You used to look up to Mickey and like see what he does in the field and how he interacts with the other members of the club. Yeah. And like we brought him to train session last year in Drumley with the underage, and he was brilliant with the kids. So
Oh,
brilliant.
Well, do you want to give a shout out to Mickey and
Mickey and Claire and the twins as well?
I know, we did twins. I know, and we actually must say congratulations to Mickey and Claire on the arrival of their on their two new bundles of joy. I know we were delighted. He's got one, a girl and a boy.
Michael,
he did say here and all about sport literally the night before that he was hoping for two boys, he's got his footballer anyway. And also you wanted to mention your brother as well.
See, my brother Stephen, some people may know Stephen's waiting on a double lung transplant at the minute, and my cousin Brendan Smith plays full back for Drumley, and actually Brendan started taking up football when Stephen, at under 16 level, Stephen quit football and he couldn't play anymore because he's waiting on a lung transplant. And then our cousin Brendan played underage football, but then he continued to senior level. And the first intermediate, Drumley won. Brendan accepted his medal, his intermediate medal on the night, and he gave that medal to Stephen because Stephen couldn't win an intermediate medal. So it really means a lot to Stephen that Brendan gave him that medal.
That's lovely. So on behalf of your brother Stephen, how old is Stephen?
Stephen is now 33. So
33. So we're always hoping that he's waiting on his transplant.
He's getting a double lung transplant. So hopefully, fingers crossed, someday it will happen for him.
Well, we really hope it does. And just before we finish, Orla, you know, how are you going to manage going to training next week? They'll be out with their little autograph books and they'll be so excited for you.
Yeah,
are you prepared for the week ahead?
Talking to one of the coaches, Benny, that nominated me, and his little girl Lauren to be up, and she was so excited to hear that I won the award. So it'd be good to go up and tell them that I won, and literally thank them as well for all like the only for them coming up like.
That's brilliant, and all your photographs. Well, Orla Smith, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show, and I couldn't be happier. I'm delighted that you've won Young Person of the Year. Enjoy the awards night. Have a great night with your family and friends, and we'll see you again soon. So that's it from All About Sport for this week. Thank you all for tuning in all around the world, and I'll be back again at the same time next week. So see you then. Bye.